The Catholic Church, a global family of over 1 billion souls. At its heart lies a figure steeped in tradition and history, the Pope. But who is this man? He is the successor of St. Peter, the fisherman chosen by Jesus Christ to lead his flock. The Pope is the Bishop of Rome, a shepherd to his people and a beacon of hope for the world. The papacy is far more than a ceremonial role. It is a lineage that stretches back 2 millennia, a living connection to the very roots of Christianity. Imagine the weight of that legacy, the responsibility of guiding the faithful through the trials and triumphs of each passing age. The Pope is a symbol of unity for Catholics worldwide. He is a voice of conscience, speaking out against injustice and advocating for the poor and marginalized. Yet, the journey of the papacy, like the ebb and flow of history itself, is filled with moments of both great inspiration and profound challenge. The early church faced a world hostile to its message. Roman emperors saw Christianity as a threat, persecuting those who dared to follow Christ. It was in this crucible of danger that the early popes found their strength, their faith unwavering in the face of unimaginable adversity. One thinks of Pope Clement writing his heartfelt letter to the Corinthians, urging peace and unity. Or Pope Telesphorus, who gave his life for the faith, a martyr's death that only strengthened the resolve of the fledgling church. These were men of immense courage, their leadership instrumental in guiding the faithful through the darkest of times. The early centuries were a period of defining theological debates. The very nature of Christ, the divinity of the Holy Spirit. These were not mere academic squabbles, but matters of eternal consequence. The popes, guided by the Holy Spirit, provided clarity and direction, safeguarding the integrity of the faith. As the Roman Empire crumbled, the Church, with the Pope at its helm, emerged as a beacon of stability. It provided not just spiritual guidance, but also social order in a world teetering on the brink of chaos. The Middle Ages witnessed the papacy rise to unprecedented heights of power and influence. Picture grand cathedrals, towering monuments to faith, rising across the European landscape. This was an era where the Pope was not just a spiritual leader, but a temporal one as well, wielding considerable political clout. Pope Gregory I, a master of administration and a gifted theologian, is a prime example. He solidified the Church's holdings, reformed its structure, and engaged in complex diplomacy with the emerging kingdoms of Europe. His contributions extended beyond the spiritual realm, laying the groundwork for the development of Western civilization. This era saw the papacy grapple with kings and emperors, asserting its authority in matters both spiritual and secular. Think of Pope Gregory VII and his struggle with Henry IV over the appointment of bishops, a clash of titans that underscored the complex relationship between church and state. Yet amidst this display of power, the papacy never lost sight of its core mission, the salvation of souls. It was an age of great monastic orders, of men and women dedicating their lives to prayer and service, inspired by the example of the successors of Peter. Section 4. Darkness and Dawn, the Reformation and its Aftermath. The 16th century brought with it a storm that shook the foundations of the Church, the Reformation. Martin Luther's challenge to papal authority, the rise of Protestantism, and the subsequent wars of religion left Europe scarred and divided. The papacy, once seemingly unassailable, found itself facing one of its greatest crises. Yet, even in the face of such adversity, the papacy found the strength to reform and renew. The Council of Trent, convened in response to the Reformation, clarified Catholic doctrine, addressed abuses within the Church, and helped stem the tide of Protestantism. Figures like Pope Paul III, who commissioned the Council of Trent and spearheaded the Counter-Reformation, stand out. His papacy, though marked by challenges, demonstrated the resilience and capacity for renewal that lies at the heart of the Catholic faith. The Reformation, though a period of great turmoil, ultimately led to a revitalized Catholic Church, one more focused on its spiritual mission and the needs of its flock. It was a time of profound introspection, a reminder that even institutions as ancient as the papacy must adapt and evolve to meet the challenges of a changing world. Section 5. A Global Church. The Papacy in the Modern World. The modern era witnessed a dramatic shift in the papacy's focus from a largely European institution to a truly global one. The rise of colonialism and the spread of Christianity to new continents brought with it new challenges and opportunities for the Church. The popes of this era found themselves leading a flock that was more diverse and geographically dispersed than ever before. Think of Pope Pius IX, who convened the First Vatican Council affirming the dogma of papal infallibility, a move aimed at providing clarity and unity in an increasingly complex world. Or Pope Leo XIII, his groundbreaking encyclical addressing the social ills of industrialization, demonstrating the Church's unwavering commitment to social justice. The 20th and 21st centuries saw the papacy take on a more prominent role on the world stage. Pope John XXIII, with his infectious optimism and his groundbreaking Second Vatican Council, ushered in an era of dialogue and renewal. His successor, Pope Paul VI, continued his work, reaching out to other Christian denominations and fostering interfaith dialogue, and who can forget the impact of Pope John Paul II? His charisma, his travels across the globe, his unwavering stance against communism, all these contributed to the fall of the Iron Curtain and the advancement of freedom and human dignity. Section 6. The Legacy of Peter, the Enduring Significance of the Papacy. As we look back on the long and storied history of the papacy, one thing becomes abundantly clear: its enduring significance. For over 2,000 years, the popes have served as beacons of faith, guiding the Catholic Church through periods of both darkness and light. Their contributions are immeasurable. They have shaped theology, influenced the course of history, and inspired countless acts of charity and compassion. They have been voices for the voiceless, advocates for the poor and marginalized, and champions of peace. The papacy is a reminder that faith can endure even the most turbulent of times. It is a testament to the power of hope, the enduring relevance of the Christian message, and the profound impact that one individual can have on the world. As long as there are those who seek meaning and purpose, who yearn for connection with something greater than themselves. The papacy will continue to hold a special place in the hearts and minds of millions around the world. Section 7. Popes for the Modern Age. Today, Pope Francis continues the legacy of Peter, guiding the Church through the complexities of the 21st century. His emphasis on mercy, his call for environmental stewardship, and his outreach to those on the margins of society resonate deeply in our increasingly interconnected world. His papacy is a testament to the enduring relevance of the Church's message of love, compassion, and hope. It is a reminder that even in a world often driven by division and conflict, the values of faith, dialogue, and understanding still hold the power to unite us. The papacy, much like the Church it leads, is a living, breathing entity. It is constantly evolving, adapting to the needs of the faithful and the challenges of a changing world. Yet its core mission remains unchanged: to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ and to guide humanity towards a future filled with hope, love, and peace.